Welcome. My name is Mary Delia, and this is exercise for strength and balance. This is the third time we've done this. We've run a 4-week session, and we'll probably continue along those lines for a while. But if you're new to this, welcome. And a couple things I always like to start out with. First is it's great to have a chair that has no arms and no wheels. So a chair that is sturdy, that you feel good in, comfortable. If you don't have a chair, that's okay if you're close to a counter. If you need something for balance, hopefully you have something available to you. We'll be doing almost everything standing. Sometimes we sit, and so that's one of the reasons to also have a chair, if possible. If you have whatever weights you have at home, we'll work with them. And you never actually have to use weights. You can always do whatever exercises we're doing without. I just want to remind everyone at this time to please mute yourself if you haven't already, so that it's not a distraction. And if you have questions, you can put them in the chat, okay? So just in terms of your space and your workout space, where you're working out right now is now your workout space. So make sure it is clear, floor is clear, you don't have any throw rugs, small animals running around your ankles, anything that you could trip or fall over, because our number one priority here is safety, your safety, and making sure that what we're doing feels good for you and is a clear path for doing the workout. Yeah, so those are the big ones. Make sure you have water close by. It's always great. You never know. You may need that sip of water. Feel free to hydrate at any time. Big believer in that. And I think that's it. So my email is in the chat. If you would like to get in touch with me for some reason, I'm happy to hear from you. Happy to hear what's working, what's not working. Also, if that's something that you like to do, or you just like to send people emails. My email, I just want to point out, is MARYRDELIA23 @gmail. Okay, so that's in the chat. You can also put messages in the chat. I'm not going to be answering questions during this workout, okay, because we're just going to keep moving. So I hope that all works. Welcome again. This is very exciting. Happy 2026. And on this kind of gray Tuesday, we're going to start by just getting warmed up. So join me by standing up. If you're able to stand up, come on up to standing. If you're not able to stand up or don't want to stand up, you can do whatever we do and adapt it to sitting down. So go ahead. If you're able to stand, come on up to standing. I'm going to stand in my little white block of my blocked rug. And starting here, just take a moment to get into this kind of optimal alignment. So the outer edges of your feet are parallel to each other, and your feet are about pelvis width apart. So you can take a look down. That looks about right. Head is ramped back, shoulders down, and your ribs are down. So the ribs remain down instead of protruding, so that you can lengthen your spine. That's kind of the idea behind that. And from here, let's just take the arms forward and back and just moving, inhaling and exhaling, thumbs up, palms facing each other, just moving through this kind of neutral move for the shoulders, noticing where the sticky points are and seeing if you can do it with your elbows fully extended. So your arms are straight and long. And we're going to add a heel raise to that. So lift those heels, lower those heels, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One of the reasons that we start with the feet, the ankles, and the calf is that's your base of support. The importance of having strong and mobile and flexible ankles and calf muscles for your gait, for your balance, standing on one leg, for quick turns and pivots, really something we want to always be paying attention to. So you should be feeling your calf muscles heating up right about now. And that's a really good thing. So let's do 4, lower, 3, lower, 2, lower, 1, lower, and then just roll those shoulders around, front to back. Inhale, exhale, and then reverse it from back to front. Good. Starting with a warm up here. From here, bring both arms up, drop your shoulders, and then reaching over to one side, Big stretch out. Can you straighten those elbows? Inhale, bring those arms back up and lower down. Inhale, both arms up and going over to the other side. Inhale, exhale, bring both arms up and lower down. From here, standing, come into a wider stance. So your legs are wide, and you're just going to drop your pelvis going side to side, like you're just gliding evenly, side to side, knees tracking over ankles, arms out to the side, and cross and open, and cross and open. Crossing those arms, opening those arms. Nice. Let's do a few more here. Good. Now take this right arm over and down, like you're waving big, big. Two different directions for a lateral flexion right here. Good. Now I want you to add a pull of the elbow into the rib and then a push and pull and push. Two more. Pull it in, push it out. One more time. Pull it in, push it out. And let's just stay here for a moment with your left hand resting on top of that left thigh. Circle the arm. Bring your arms out to the side again, and let's go back to this gliding side to side. And then just the left arm reaches over and down and over and down. Nice big movement. You should feel your breathing start to change. Maybe your heart rate's going up a little bit. And now pull the elbow into the rib and push it out. Pull and push. Pull and push. One more time, in and out, and holding that. Circle the arm around, not your ankle. Hands on top of your thighs. And I want you to just take your shoulders slightly in front. So you're here, like you're kind of going into a huddle. Take this left shoulder, drop it down, bring it back up. Other shoulder crosses over, bring it back up. Shoulder down, bring it up. Other shoulder, and up. Let's do 4 more. 4 and up. 3, crossing over, up. 2, cross and lift. 1 more and lift. Good. Bring your feet back together and then take them shoulder width apart. So now they're a little narrower. They're not pelvis width apart. They're a little wider. And here, I just want you to go side to side, shifting your weight, hip to hip. Shifting foot to foot, just there, opening up across the front of the chest, shoulders are down, and then see if you can go into a single leg lift. Just sit. You have this chair here for support. If you need to, you can face your chair or just have it by your side and step and lift. And you have 4 and 3. Doesn't have to be high. 2 and 1, and bring your feet in. From here, heels lift and lower, but this time I want you to create a thud. Drop down, lift, 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 drop down. Now add your arms and put them like ski poles. Push back with that gentle thud. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And then into a single knee lift. 1 leg at a time. Take it up, take it up, take it up. This can also be done holding onto the chair and single leg, single leg. And again, doesn't have to be high. I'm demonstrating high, but you can keep that into a small lift. Good. For those of you who want to, take the opposite arm forward. Good. And then one arm's going front, one's going back. So you've got a big 2-directional lift. Keeping it going, changing, lift and change, lift and change. Good. You're already progressing to single leg work, right? So you're working from 2 feet to 1. From here, push strong into the floor with the foot that's on the floor, and then see if you can push the leg that's coming up, drive it up. Push hard, push hard, push hard. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to the arms swinging front to back and those heel drops. Lift and lower. Drop it down. Good. You should feel that vibration through your spine and up into your head, through the muscles and bones in your back of the neck, shoulders. Good. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, 1. From there, just give me a little side to side. Inhale and exhale. You can see my breathing has changed. Good. So getting the heart rate up a little bit, going a little side to side. Good. Make it a bigger step, a bigger step, a bigger step. Good. Toes and shoelaces, if you're wearing shoes, facing front. Hips and kneecaps facing front. Shoulders facing front. Step and pull. Good. From there, see if you can come to a single leg. Step and lift. Step and lift. Good. And again, chair is great for this. Hold, step and lift. Step and lift. It's there for you. Step and lift. You have 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. And just walk in place like you're kind of in a hurry and you've got your arms going front and back. We're still in the warm up here. Good. Pump it. Now give me some quick feet, like, uh-oh, little run on the balls of your feet. That doesn't feel good. You're continuing to walk. Pumping those arms. Quick feet if you do. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stopping there. Take this left leg, take it up, over, up, back. Balance needed. Hold on to the chair. Up and back. Let's get a little hip mobility. Up, over, up, back. Up, over, up, back. 2 more. Up, over, up. 1 more time. Up, over, up, and back. Shake it out. This standing leg was your working leg. This leg that came up and over, that's your moving leg. So let's do it on the other side. So now your working leg is your left leg. As you lift, right leg up and over, and bring it back. I always think of going over those little fences and back, or up and over into a bathtub and bring it back. And lift and over, getting onto a high curb and bring it back. And 4, and in, and 3, and in, and 2, and in. Let's do 1 more. Up and in. Excellent. Good. Let's just finish the warm up with a swing. So you're swinging those arms around. Let them wrap. Let them wrap. Let them go. Good. Bring your hands to your pelvis and feel that internal rotation, the top of the femur in that hip socket, and let it go. Give it some movement and mobility. Move and move. You've got 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Stopping there. Shake out your legs. Okay, so we're finished with our warm-up. We're going to go into our first cycle of exercises. We're going to start with calf raises. So here's the thing that I always like to talk about. I like to work in what's called progressions. So I start with the basic exercise, and then when I do this, the repetition or the set again, I might add something to it. So your job and your way of being your own coach is, if I go to a progression that's too much, back it up to where you felt more comfortable and that you were able to keep your form. Okay, that's always a good key. So we're going to start with some calf raises. So I'm going to hold 2 weights while I do my calf raises. But if you don't feel comfortable with calf raises without balance, you can either come close to your chair or hold on to your chair and let go, forget the weights. But I'm going to demonstrate 1 weight in each hand, calf raises, feet or pelvis width apart, ribs are down, head ramp back, and just start up on 1 and lower, 2 and lower, 3 and lower, and straight up and down. So now, different from the warm up, I've added another level of intensity by adding weights and down. Let's go for 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. Stopping there, shake it out. Take your feet wider than pelvis width apart. Our second exercise is going to be a squat. So with a squat, you're going to just take your pelvis and drop it straight down. Chest stays lifted. Weights travel along the outside of your legs, and you come up. Since this is our first time together in a while, I just want to also give you the option to the modification, if you're not ready to do a squat, is to come from a seated position to a stand and lower down. That is called a sit to stand. It's also using the same muscles as we do for squat. So you're either doing a sit to stand, or you've got your weights, one in each hand, or not using weights. That's also an option. Open across the front of the chest, head ramp back, and let's lower down. Lower 1, 2, 3, come up on 1. Lower 1, 2, 3, and push away from the floor. Lower 1, 2, 3, and press, keeping that back nice and flat. Lower 1, 2, 3, and press. Keep it going. Lower 1, 2, 3, push away. Lower, slow descent. Use all those muscles and push strong. Lower 1, 2, 3, and up. One more time. Lower 1, 2, 3, and up, and stopping there. Good. Coming back. Going back to the calf raise, but this time we're going to add a little upper body. You don't want to do it, don't have to. I'm going to add a bicep curl as I lift my heels. Okay, getting ready. Feet are pelvis width apart. Off you go. Up 1 and lower. Up 2 and lower. And lift straight up, lower. Holding on to the chair is a good idea if you need that. Up and lower. Let's go for 4 more. Down, up 3, down, up 2, down. One more here, and stopping. Good. Little side to side. Take a breath. When you're ready, we're going to do another set of squats. Take your feet out to the side. Couple things before we go into that. The thing about the squat is you're trying to load up your posterior chain of muscles. What does that mean? Biggest, strongest muscles, glutes, gluteus maximus, hamstrings, calves, also your core muscles that help you from rounding your back. You'd want to, instead of putting pressure into the front part of your body, into your quads and your knees, you're taking it back here, and your back must remain straight. If you find yourself rounding, then you're going to load up your low back right away. Your goal is to load up the glutes. They can take it, their muscle, okay? Let's start. Feet wide, head ramp back. Same thing. If you're holding weights, they're simply traveling along the outside of your leg and pushing up. So keep them close. Lower, down, and push up. And again, lower 1, 2, 3, and press. And again, lower 1, 2, 3, and press away from the floor. Lower 1, 2, 3. Remember, the chair is an option. Lower 1, 2, 3, and press. Let's do 3 to go. 3 more. 2, 3, and press. One more time. Lower 1, 2, 3, and press. Good. And you're done with that for right this second, because we're going back to our last set of calf raises. So we're working in sets, doing 3 sets. One of the ideas behind doing sets is you build endurance, which is also our goal for those muscles. And you're also stimulating the muscles and then stimulating the bone, which is the goal. All right, head is ramped back, arms long, ready. We're going to take calf raise and a bicep curl and lower. Calf raise and a bicep curl and lower. Lift and lower. 4, down, 3, down, lift 2, down, 1, down. Good. Take your legs wide. Take a breath, looking side to side. Inhale and exhale. Take a moment. Let the ribs drop down. Good. When you're ready, last set of squats. So you're lowering 1, 2, 3. Push up on 1. Lower down 1, 2, 3, and up. Lower here 1, 2, 3, and push. Lower 1, 2, 3, and up. Breathe 2, 3. An important part of strength training as you're lowering, keep going, is that when you feel like you've reached the number of that you want to do, you're done. Please make sure you feel that you can stop. 2, 3, and up. We have one more. 1, 2, 3. Push and stopping there. So go ahead and put those weights down. Shake out your hands. Good. Wiggle your fingers. Good. And then just let your arms go. So a couple things. I'm packing these classes in with information because I want you to feel in charge of what you're doing. So you're your coach. I can't really see you, and I usually don't know you, but what I want you to do is feel empowered to, you know what, I cannot do another repetition with good form. So that's a little indication of like, maybe Mary's doing 8, I'm going to do 6. So take charge of that because that's people ask all the time, how many should I do? Or what weight should I use? And it's a really complicated answer because everybody is different. And you just kind of have to feel that you're working the muscle, that you're working the area that we're talking about, and that muscle comes to an area of fatigue. You can push through and do one more, but you don't want to go past that exhausted state. Okay. So you want to really just be careful and always feel free to back up. And back up is not a retreat and it's not a giving up. It's just like, yep, that was it for me today for now. Okay. So moving on, let's go to our next exercise, which is going to be a forward raise. And we're going to do that with one dumbbell, if you've got it. So start with this. One dumbbell. I've got one dumbbell between my two hands. If you don't have a dumbbell and if you're using a can, go ahead, grab the can, whatever you got. Drop your shoulders and you're going to lift that right up in front of you and slowly lower down. And lift it right up in front of you. See if you can do it with straight arms and lower down. Lift and lower. So a couple things that you should be feeling is engagement of those core muscles and your shoulders. Lower, back down. Do as many as you can. We have 3 to go. Exhale, lift and lower. Exhale here, lower. Let's do one more together and lower and stopping there. Good. So a lot of us have shoulder sensitivity, mobility issues with shoulders. So I really want to make sure that I also state this since it's our first time together for some of you. If you know that you should not be doing any of the things that I'm instructing, please do not do it. And also, if you have knee replacement, hip replacement, you should know there are definitely things you don't want to do, like go beyond a 90-degree flexion, crossing your legs. There's certain things. And hopefully you know that information and you defer always to your physician, your physical therapist. Okay? So I think most of you know that at this point, and you're not in a race. Okay, let's go to something called a lateral squat, which is wider stance. And I'm not going to use any weights for the first set, maybe the second, but I'm going over to my left side and I'm framing this left leg, and then I'm coming back up. Going over to my right side, framing with my 2 hands and coming back up. I'm going to show you the side view. I'm going to the side. My hips are going back. My back is long. My head is in line with my spine and coming up. All right, let's do it together. Going over to the left, over 1, 2, 3, push straight up. Other side, lower 1, 2, 3, and push straight up. And over 1, 2, 3, and straight up. Other side, 1, 2, 3, and straight up. Going again, lower, 1, 2, 3, and push up. Hips are going back. 1, 2, 3, and up. Over 1, 2, 3, and lift. Last one. 1, 2, 3, and up and stopping there. Good. So with a squat and also with the lateral squat, you want to make sure you're not pushing that knee forward, that you are actually using your glutes and your quads, but that the knee is not way forward. Okay. So the goal is pushing back, pushing up. Okay, let's go back to the forward raise with one dumbbell between two hands, just like this. So I'm going to add another thing to think about. Shoulders are down, ribs are down, head is ramped. Feet are planted, legs are straight. If you're holding a dumbbell, see if you can pull the heads of the dumbbell apart. Feel a deeper engagement of your core muscles and your shoulders. Right? See if you can keep that as you lift up on 1, lower 1, 2, 3. Again, up 1, lower 1, 2, 3. My head is ramped back. 1, 2, 3. Ribs staying down. Lower 1, 2, 3. We have 4 more. 1, 2, 3. And 3. 1, 2, 3. Lift 2. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Put that weight down. Let's go back to the lateral squat. So take your legs wide. Good. Arms free. That's it. Good. Coming over. Frame it. 1, 2, 3. Up. Other side. Hips go back. Shoulders stay square. So I'm really working at not taking a rotation here, going straight back and pushing up. Hips going back. The reason that I like doing the lateral squat is it's really like you're working one leg at a time and you're loading a lot of your body weight. So it's a little more challenging. Plus you're using more hip muscle and push. Other side, straight down and push. Let's do one more each way. Lower, 2, 3, push up out of it. Other side, 1, 2, 3, and up. Good, stopping there. Grab your one weight. This is your last set for this. Roll your shoulders back. Nice, pulling that weight apart. Feel that tension. Good, and off you go. Up on 1, lower 1, 2, 3, up 1, 1, 2, 3, up 1, 1, 2, 3, and 1. Good. I want to change this. Lift up on 1 and then take it over to the corner, bring it back and lower without moving your legs. Let's go over to the other side, corner, center, and down. So now you have added a small rotation and lower, take it up, other side. Good. Let's do one more each way. Exhale, rotation, center, down. One more time. Up, rotation, center, down, and putting that weight down. Good. Shake out your arms, shake out your legs. Good. I'm going to add something to this, but you don't have to. I'm going to do this lateral squat with one weight, and let me show you how. I've got this weight in my right hand. As I come over to my left, I'm coming straight down. I lift and change over to the other side and stopping there. Good. If you want to add a weight, go ahead and do so. You don't have to. It's a little more challenging. Just decide what feels right for you. Off we go. Lower. 1, 2, 3. Up and change. Other side. 1, 2, 3. Up and change. Over. 1, 2, 3. And push. Other way. 1, 2, 3. And push. Use your feet to push away. Here, push into your heel. Up. Other side, 1, 2, 3, push up, one more each way. Hips back, shoulder square, and push. Last time, 1, 2, 3, and push. Good job. And put those weights down. Shake out your legs. Good. How's everyone doing? I can't tell, but I'm hoping you're doing okay. That's it. Let's go into a rotation here. Inhale, exhale. Good. So just a reminder, this is being recorded so that you can access it another time and either practice or spend more time on a certain exercise that felt a little wonky or confusing to you, because it is a lot of information. It's a lot of information. Good. Strengthening. There's so much information out there, as I'm sure you're all aware. The two big trending things that people are talking about, if you're a podcast listener or if you follow certain people in the fitness industry, is protein, more protein, right? You've probably heard that. The other is muscle, the importance of muscle for longevity, and that muscle is really the basis for almost everything. But we'll talk about that as we go. So that's why we're here, trying to strengthen those muscles, or at least wake some of them up, right? All right, we're going to some single leg standing, which is one of my very favorite things. I'm going to do this using my chair. So I have the back of the chair close to me. And it's here for me. It's here for you too if you need it. So we're going to stand in a staggered stance, which means my right foot is slightly in front of my left. This is staggered, right? Just like that. They're both pointing forward, okay? Here. And now I'm going to lift my back heel, my left heel up. Okay, so now I have shifted my base of support. I've loaded up my whole right leg. My left leg and my side has a little less weight distribution than this side, which is good because I want to work this one harder and then this one will get its turn. So we're going to start very simply by putting your hand here in front of your shoulder, because we're going to do it first without a weight and then we'll add if we want to. I want you to push that knee up and lower 1, 2, 3, and then open it out to the side, and 1, 2, 3. Let's do it again. Push up on 1, slow to lower, and then I'm adding it out to the side and bring it back in. Do it again. Push up and lower, tap it down, take it out, shoelace and knee facing front. And again, and slow to lower, out and in. Let's just do 2 more. You should feel that right leg as your working leg, working pretty hard here. 1 more time. Push, lower, out, and down. Good. Shake it out. Move those hips around. That's a lot of work through your whole hip and pelvic area, as well as through the glutes. Good. Let's change. I'm going to move my chair so that I'm here. Let's see, move it over here. All right, so we're going to start. My right hand is at my shoulder. I've got my left foot slightly in front, so it's in a staggered stance, and I've got my right heel lifted. So already I've loaded up this side more than this. So this work is now becoming my working side as I push up and then lower and go out and tap. Push up, lower, go out and tap. And again, push up, lower, abduct, tap, push up, lower, abduct, 2 more, push up, lower, push out, 1 more, push up, lower, push out, and down. Good. Let those hips go side to side. Now I'm going to move my chair out of the way. You probably don't need to, but I'm in a super tiny space. And I'm going to pick up one of my dumbbells. And I'm going to bring it right here to my chest. So you don't have to do this with weight. You can do simply follow me without your weight. And we're going to take 2 steps to the left. 1, 2, and add a rotation here. Come back. 2 steps to the right. add a rotation here, come back. Good. Before we go, I'm going to make sure I move my weight out of the way that I'm not using. Please make sure you do as well. All right, let's do it again. Starting here, 2 steps to the left, 1, 2, rotation, center, other way, 2, rotation, center. Good. 1, 2, and push now, other way. 1, 2, push, and step twice, push, and side step twice, push, and one more each way, 2 steps, and rotation with a push. Bring it in, other way, 1, 2, rotation with a push, and bring it in. Nice. Put that weight down. And I want to do this. So I'm on carpeting, which I'm not really used to. And you might be on carpeting too. So I'm just aware of sticking feet, which you definitely have to be careful about lifting your feet up so you don't get those feet caught, because you don't want to be tweaking through your knee or hip or ankle. Let's do this without a weight. Let's just take those 2 steps again. Step twice, rotation, push, pull, face me, and step twice, rotation, push, pull, turn, face me, 2 steps and push, and 2 steps and push. One more time each way. 2, push, and 2 steps, push, and bring your arms down. Let's just take 2 steps, no rotation. 1, 2, lift. 1, 2, lift. Bring your palms together in front of you. And just this, 2, lift. So you're going from 2 steps and a lift, and 2 steps and a push off. 2 more, 1, 2, lift. Last one, and lift, and stopping there, shake out. Give me a little rotation here. Good. Let that go. I'm going to bring my chair back, and I'm going to work on that single leg, rotate a single leg lift with an abduct. Again, I'm not going to use a weight to start. So my right foot slightly in front, left foot slightly behind, lifting the heel up. Hand is here. I have my chair ready if I need it. And I'm going to lift up on 1, hold it, slowly lower, take it out to the side, bring it in. Let's do that again. Hold on before you go. See if you can do it without letting your hip drop in towards that chair. So you got to really load up and work this side. See about that. See how that feels. Straight up and hold it. Lower down, reach out, bring it in. So you're loading up one side, lower, push. Good. Let's just do 2 more of these. Slow, out. 1 more, please. Up, lower, out, and down. Good. That's a lot. That's hard. And here's the thing. One of the things that we think about when we talk about working on balance is the importance of being able to support your body weight on one leg. It doesn't mean you have to do it for a very long time, but there are times when you're going to be suspended into a single leg, right? And you want to be able to at least have the muscle strength to hold that. All right, let's do the other side. So this time your left foot slightly forward, right heel is up, and your right hand is right there at your shoulder, and you're going to push up, slowly lower down, and then just take that all out to the side and tap. Push up, slowly lower down. That's that single leg balance that we just talked about. And push up, slowly lower down. Weight is all on my left leg. Push, and this leg that's coming out to the side, it doesn't have to go high. In fact, you can tap it. Let's just do 2 more here. Up, open, close, and you have 1 more. Lower, open, and close. Whew, that's hard. That is hard. And I definitely feel those glutes, and I feel the muscles in my hips and hamstring, core muscles too. All right, let's bring these chairs around, and I'm going to give you an opportunity to sit if you wish. We're going to do some bicep curls into overhead presses. So if you want to sit, you can. In fact, if you can sit, it would be best. And I'll tell you why. Because oftentimes when you do an overhead press, not to say you'll never do it with standing, you definitely will. But sometimes when you're doing an overhead press, what happens is you have the strength of your legs to help you, but so you start thrusting through that powerhouse, the pelvis. And I don't want you to do that. I want you to have it be seated. So you're sitting on your powerhouse, and you're just going to start with your arms down by your side like this. And I'm sitting on the edge of my chair. See if you can do that. My feet are underneath, and I'm going to take a bicep curl to the shoulder, take a rotation. Now my palms are facing out, push both overhead, lower to the shoulder, rotation, and full extension. All right, let's do it again. Up on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stop right there. Put those weights, let them just land there on the top of your legs. Good. You're sitting on the edge of your chair. You're sitting nice and tall. Crown of the head is reaching up. If that overhead press is too much, just do another bicep curl. So instead of taking it up and overhead, you'll just do another bicep curl, okay? Because I realize, again, that a lot of us have some work with our shoulders. Starting here, everyone, nice and tall, up on 1, rotation, push up, slow to lower, rotation, down, and 2, and push, lower, rotation, down, and 3, and push, lower, rotation, down. Let's do 4, and push up, lower, rotation, one more, up, and push up, slow, rotation, all the way down, and then let the weights just rest right here. Good. Roll your shoulders around. Take a breath. Take your arms by your side. From here, I want you to push yourself on up to standing. Good. Make sure your chair is right behind you. I want you to lower yourself down. Push up. Lower yourself down. Push up. Lower yourself down. One more time. Push up and lower down. Put your weights here on top of your thighs. Shoulders down, head ramp back. Take a breath. Facing front, elbow creases facing me. Coming up. Rotation. Good. Watch the change. Left arm, right arm, both arms, lower, rotation, and down. Let's do a few more of those. So take a bicep curl, rotation, left arm, right arm, both arms, rotation, one more. Take a curl, rotation, left arm, right arm, push, and lower down. Good. So I want you to put those weights away from you. I want you to come back to the chair. I'm going to go sideways, sit on the edge. My feet are out in front. See if I can do this. And without using my hands, I may need to use my hands. If you need to use your hands, use your hands. If you want to see if you can do this, press up, slow to lower. Push up, slow to lower. 2 more. Push up, slow to lower. One more time. Push up, slow to lower, and stopping there. Good. All right. Let's go into just some stretching and some takeaways. All right. So we're going to come to some stretching. Breathe, roll out your shoulders, do a little head to toe assessment, how you feel. Questions that you want, you can put them in the chat or you can email me, and my email is in the chat. Good. All right. And then just shake out your hands. Just shake them out. Good. Bring your feet in close together and take your left arm across. So first I'm going to take it out to the side. I'm going to bring it across my body. My right hand's going to come up, grab hold of my forearm, and draw that arm closer to. So like this. Inhaling and exhaling. Breathe. Now take a look over that left shoulder. Back to center. Take a look over the right. Look center. Open both arms as wide as they will go. So I'm in a space that I could practically touch my side walls. I'm going to keep trying. Extend those elbows and arms. Drop your ribs. Lower down. Then this right arm comes straight out. Bring it across. Notice this shoulder stays down. As soon as it's up, down. Take hold with the other hand. You're just going to put it on the forearm and bring it in closer. Stretching through the shoulder, staying up nice and tall on 2 feet. Look over that right shoulder. Look center, over the other shoulder, and center. Open both arms. Big reach out through those fingers. Palms up. Palms rotating. So you're just rotating those arms, just like that. Good. And then take your hands, place it on your pelvis again. Taking your left heel forward, let's stretch through the hamstrings that we just used and the glutes. So keep your hands up close to your hip creases. And then keep them there as you push your hips back, lengthening the crown of the head in one direction, tailbone in the other. You can support your upper body using those hands on the top of your thighs, but I don't want you to cave. Keep your ribs in. Pull the heel away. Pull away from the heel. Exhale, come on up, and let's do the other side. So start with the heel, just going forward. You are here. Hips go back, lengthening through the crown of the head. Pull the sit bones back. Visualize where those sit bones are in your glutes, those big muscles underneath there. There's 2 big bony protrusions. Think about rolling them up the wall. That's it. That's where your hamstring muscles attach, and slowly come on up to standing. Good. Take a breath, shake it out. Take this left arm out to the side, bring it up, and all the way over to the other side of your head. And I just want you to gently, now you're not pulling, you've just added a little weight to the side. Now make some space here. So drop this shoulder and press your right hand away, stretching through the side of your neck as much as you can. So here's a couple takeaways before we meet again. Move more, move in different ways. So one of the people that I study is a woman named Katy Bowman, Katy Bowman. And she's written all kinds of, she's a biomechanist. She studies the body and how it moves and has been doing so for many years. And she does this thing called nutritious movement, which is she makes the comparison between nutritional meals and nutritional exercise. So she says something like, you wouldn't eat just 1 or 2 things and feel like you're getting all your nutrition. You would eat a variety of things. And I think that's a really great way of thinking about it. Like a lot of us will say, I walk every day and I swim every once in a while, or I take a yoga class once in a while. But what about trying to diversify a little bit more, doing something a little differently? It's just a way of thinking because our bodies are super smart. They adapt. they adapt, and then you really want to be able to challenge them in certain ways. So that's kind of something that I think about. It's like, well, I know I love this walk and I'm not going to give it up. It's not about giving anything up. I'm going to do that walk, but let's see if I do something a little differently, like go for a bike ride or maybe do a yoga class that I hardly ever do, something like that. Anyway, something to think about. The other thing is your muscles respond to stimulus. And so we're starting this by thinking about how those muscles work, getting in touch with them, doing proper form, making sure we're not hurting anything, that we want to address the biggest muscles that we have, and then explore a little smaller things as well. So if you've been using the same weights for a really long time, think about increasing the size of the weights that you have and have a variety. Again, variety is important because the weights that you use for your biceps are probably not the same weights you're going to use when you're trying to stimulate muscles in your glutes and your hamstrings, right? They're really big. They're not going to respond to a little 2-pound weight. Nothing wrong with a 2-pound weight. There's definitely places for all of it. Grip strength, really important too. And so one of the things to think about with grip strength is, well, how do I improve my grip strength if I don't have one of those things? You can hold something heavy, hold it, walk with it, or just stand with it. And you're holding something heavy. You can do it in 2 hands at once or one at a time. That will definitely increase your grip strength because we know we want to be able to turn that key. We want to be able to drive the car, push and pull, whatever we need. So grip strength and hands are super important. Your hands and feet, we can't say enough about how important it is to take care of them, give them some stretching, some massage, some love, whatever it happens to be. Because you know that if you have even a teeny tiny injury in your foot, you know how that can really disrupt your not only your daily life, but your exercise routine or all those things. So be careful out there. All right. I think that's all for today. We're going to meet again next week. I hope that worked for you. Please feel free to email me. My email again is in the chat. You can reach out to Roberta as well if you can't seem to locate it. And I think that's it. Okay. Good work, everyone. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next week. Bravo. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good work. Nice.
Mary, do you want to stay on a minute?
Sure. We have questions?
No.
Oh. Does anyone have a question I can answer within my scope of knowledge? I'd be happy to. If you have a question, feel free. Yeah, go ahead.
I do. This is Irene. I have a knee replacement, and you mentioned there are certain exercises I should not, or certain positions I should not take with a knee replacement.
Did you go to physical therapy?
Yes.
And did they tell you what those are?
If they did, I no longer remember what they are.
Okay, so there's certain things about rotation, deep flexion, Irene. I would just be super careful around those. I would also, see if you can locate, because I think I don't know much about knee replacements. I know a little bit more about hip replacements and contraindications around that, but I know there's definitely certain things you want to be careful of with a knee replacement. A lot of that does have to do with big, deep flexion and getting down and up off the ground and different things that you do with that rotation. So we're not probably going to be doing that, but just certainly keep that in mind.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
Yeah, of course. How long? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Should we wear shoes or not?
It's up to you. Do you like wearing shoes or do you like being barefoot?
I guess shoes.
Okay, then you can wear shoes. It's really up to you. And I would just say, I would do this barefoot, but it's cold in here. And so I prefer to have my shoes on. Also, I think people can see my feet better when I have a shoe on. And I like being barefoot doing this particular workout because you get incredible proprioception through your feet. But a lot of people have trouble with feet. So I would just say, you go with what feels good for you. If you're not wearing shoes, of course, you always want to be super careful about what's on the floor around you. Even if you are wearing shoes, it's always a big thing. But yeah, a lot of weightlifters do not wear shoes. And a lot of even people working out do not wear shoes because your feet are incredible messengers. They pick things up and information and will tell you and stabilize you. And it's actually good to get more information into them.
Thank
Good
you.
question. Yeah, thank you.
Hi,
Mhm.
I have a question,
Yeah.
and that is, I'm not finding your email address in the chat. If you could say it slowly so I can write it
Be
down.
happy to. I'd be happy to. Are you ready?
Yes,
It's MARYDELIA 23 @gmail.com.
fabulous. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. What's your name?
Sally Nelson.
Okay, Sally. I look forward to seeing you.
Thank you
Send
so
me an
much.
email. Okay.
No, this
All right.
is great. These are great classes. Thank you.
Oh, good. You're welcome. Thank you. Thanks for saying so.
And how do we get
Any-
hold of the class when we, if we want to do it again tomorrow?
Oh, I think that's a good question. I'm not sure it's available tomorrow because Jessica has to kind of edit out a few things. And I'm not sure. I think Roberta may know, but I think she sends you the link or it might be available on the website. I'm not sure.
She will
That's a good question.
And it's
Yeah, I think she usually sends it, right? Right, Roberta?
usually within a week. It just
Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
So you may not be able to do it tomorrow
That's
unless you unless you do it by memory. Yeah. Right. Any other questions? Great. Well, you're a great group. Thank you so much. And I will be, I'm available for emails. I love hearing from people and, we want to tweak this so that it works for most. And that's the goal. Everybody stay safe. All right. Anything else, Roberta?
I don't think so, except
Okay.
everybody to know that Mary, who is giving these wonderful classes, is doing it as a gift to all of us at Ashby Village.
Thank you.
Very kind of her, and I'd like to give her a round of applause for her.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Roberta. Roberta works super hard on this. So thank you for making this happen, Roberta. Thanks for that. And it is my pleasure.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you,
All right.
Mary, and thank you,
Okay.
Roberta.
Yeah, very good. Okay.
Take care.
And with that, I think we're good.